all you fine folks on this hot and sweaty afternoon.
It's lovely. The British are invading. We did stuff on the announcement. You've been doing a really good job, by the way, this weekend. I feel like people haven't really given you enough
appreciate it. I do.
You've been going into so much depth of
I've probably wrote more now than I did in my entire 7 years at school, just purely on Call of Duty.
Like, honestly, there's just like pages and pages of just like notes everywhere on his desk. It's crazy. But I want to get your insight live on some casting, because obviously there's been a lot of plays which you've brought up, and it'd be nice to see you kind of bring them up live and kind of explain to some of the newer guys as well, watching Competitive COD for the first time, exactly what's going through some of these players' minds. Because if you don't know, Swanee, of course, professional player yourself, you've played against a lot of the guys as well that are actually at this event, so you kind of have that inside mind. Of course, Kaliber, kind of similar role. You kind of both kill things. Works out quite nicely.
Yeah, it always helps on the broadcast as well. I have sort of a different perspective of sort of professional play, because it's not just analysing what goes on in-game, it's also like what goes in the guys' heads, and I'm not sure what's going on in Sharp's head at the moment.
Dude, he's doing a jig, man. Okay.
Excellent.
So can you break that down for me?
Well, it appears his headset's fallen off his head, but no, this should be a really entertaining match. I kind of think that everyone in the audience and everyone watching at home is expecting Denial to take it, given the fact that they're world champions. Although they haven't had particularly the best runs, both online, post-champs, and at the last few events, ESWC, Gfinity as well, you know, they are the clear favourites in this. I don't think either of us really expected TK to make it this far in the tournament, to be honest, given the fact that it's kind of been a rocky road for them recently online.
It's been extremely rocky. It's definitely been a road paved with bumps. But props to them, managed to advance further than I think a lot of people had them going. But from what you've seen so far this event, Swanee, how are Denial playing? Are we looking at that similar Denial team which won COD champs? Is it that same kind of fire and passion that they have? Because obviously, you know, you've got the likes of Kaliber going for back-to-back gold medal. Like, that's pretty cool. Now only one of two players who can possibly do that, Scumpy being, of course, the other. Is this the same squad that we saw at the World Champs? I
think in the match versus Riot particularly, it was Kaliber and Attach, you know, they really showed why they're world champions, and as I said, especially after a kind of disappointing run of events, they kind of stepped it up a notch, and you can tell that Kaliber obviously is the second player in the running to get that second gold medal, you know, it's only him and Scum competing for it, you know, it just gives it that extra push. The prestige of an event such as this, the fact that it's not the money they're playing for, it's not, you know, a huge prize fund. It's just the sheer prestige of the fact that there's only 12 people in the world with, you know, with a medal.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be able to say, especially if you're one individual and you have to have 2 gold medals from back-to-back years. That's pretty awesome. But let's take a look at the losers bracket as it stands right now. If you've missed any of the action today, we'll give you a quick update. Of course, at the start of the day, TCM played Team Kaliber, and TK came out on top in that one. And then Rise versus Envy, the first 7-game thrill that we saw. Rise actually knocking Envy out. And that's pretty disappointing if you're an Envy fan, I think, because you expected Envy to come in here and potentially cause an upset. They're a team who's more than capable of finishing in the medals.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, from an unbiased perspective, it's great because it's the first best of 7 we've seen. You know, It was an absolute thriller. Going down to the wire in the S&D. Interestingly enough, these both loser bracket matches are the first matches of the entire tournament, the first upsets where the lower seeded team has prevailed and came out on top. COD stats, thank you.
Knowledge bombs, ladies and gentlemen. Denial TK, and of course Elevate Rise, the 2 losers bracket games which you're going to see. Up next, we're going to kick things off, as we said, that with Denial versus TK, and then you see Placer. What was that? Just like flicking the wrist? Look at the flick of the wrist.
I've seen a few flick of the wrists, to be honest. Whether they're trying to warm their hands up, I'm not sure why they'd want to do that. It's already hot enough in the booth.
It is, it's extremely hot. If you live in Austin, quite frankly, I don't know how you do it. I really don't. But we're going to be kicking things off with a Detroit hardpoint between Denial and TK. And immediately, in your mind, Swanee, who is this kind of map favorite?
Undoubtedly the Atlas team, the red team, which is JCap placed at Attach and replays Denial, of course. More SMG orientated, of course, on this map. You're going to see at least, although the metagame's kind of evolved, you're not going to see 2 ARs, I doubt, especially off the break, which I've just eaten my words, and Nameless and Parasite are going to run there, and it looks like Nameless is going to go into school, try and hold down that mid-road area.
All right, let's see Nameless with that assault rifle, as he actually connects with a grenade. That was on Placer, so nice early start here from Team Kaliber. Can they try and get a player on the hill? Yes, they can. That's going to be Gundra and Parasite just kind of sitting back-to-back on this hard point before Parasite pushing out, trying to get some kills around that mid-street area, but so far, so good for TK.
And it seems like their opening strategy is fairly unorthodox, but it seems to pay off. You know, you don't expect to get this many points consecutively off a middle hard point.
Right.
Generally, a middle hard point just used to kind of contest scrap time and hold the spawns, which they're doing effectively.
Nameless, 4-on-1 style. Let's look at Attach. from Team Denal. He was in the running for MVP at the Call of Duty World Championship before this man on your screen now took it away from him. Placer with some phenomenal performances. JCap, he's going to fall as well. Replays, who's renowned for just being such a good objective-based player, can also get it done in gamers like Search and Destroy. But, you know, early on, TK looking pretty good. And a solid start from Nameless at 7-1. I actually caught up with Nameless after his losers bracket game earlier on. I was like, hey, like, you know, what was going on? You seemed to start really slow. It's like, yeah, we started really slow, and I just screamed. I was like, we are not losing this game. He got himself pumped up, and I mean, Nameless right now is on fire. I
mean, what we're seeing at the moment, we could see a potential loser bracket run from, to be honest, although it's only 1 minute into the first map, you know, if they continue this, they're in the pretty much perfect position at the moment. They're holding now those back trailer spawns. Denial is spawning out. Denal need to take the time here, to be honest. It seems as though they're running in one by one individually, kind of getting caught up in the moment. Take your time, rotate mid-street, don't just keep pushing the front of the hill like they're doing at the moment.
Yep, Attach, he's going to fall as well. There's actually a team kill there. Replay shot through. JCap pushing, and again, you just pretty much nailed it. That individual funneling just not going to be good enough to try and break the hill, especially when you have, you know, Parasite just sat in there. He's on a 3 streak. Nameless at 10-4. They're really playing extremely well. Picks up 1 with the bow, can't find the second, but Goonjar should be in there with the ASM1, but falls. But that's only giving you that 10-second of scrap time, and you can see immediately Sharp's going to have a big job of just holding down this one.
Now, Clay at the moment, he's 4-8. He's not having the best of times, and I think he did pull out the battle, which is a wise decision, you know. He'll favour himself in that AR battle when it comes to the spawns versus Nameless, and I think it's really going to help him get back in the game if he can just hold down this top 18 area like you see at the moment. Going to see a player underneath him, take it out, easy kill. Can he get the 2-piece?
Oh!
Absolutely not. Nameless wins the battle again, so I eat my words.
Yeah, Nameless playing very well, and he's a player who, when he gets a little bit pumped up, he can be very good. As JCap now watching his bottom ramp, picks up 1. He's going to try and push out, should win the second, does so. Nice play from JCap now as he extends to a 5 streak in Denal, clawing themselves back into this game, currently 76-46.
And that's a smart play from Kaplan. If you didn't notice on the mini-map, there was a guy in the hill. He actually prioritized the guys out the back, which prevented TK from getting the spawns, and then focused on the guy in the hill.
As he drops back, there's the first kill, looking for the second, connects. JCap just lighting up the main stage right now, 7 kill streak, 12-7. And with 10 seconds left, they're going to have to start thinking about that next hardpoint. That's exactly what he's doing. Extends the streak to 8. Sharp's going to be lying on the hardpoint for TK, or the next hardpoint rather, for TK. And JCap seems to anticipate that pretty well, but just taking his time. Yeah,
Denal are in a great position to break it. It's a 2v2 at the moment. Replays picks up the opening kill, and this should be a break. And Denal should retain control of the hill, which to do. Last guy is Goonjar in a position to stop it. Gets the 2-piece actually, which is huge. Can he turn around? Gets taken out by Attach now in the hill, facing a 1v3 situation.
No, Attach with 2, looking for the third. Not going to be able to find it, but JCap trying to trade. He can't get it. Replays now. He's on the hardpoint. Picks up 1, picks up 2. Can't find the third though. Unfortunate for him, but JCap spawning out towards green. And when you kind of get that green spawn, what's the best way of trying to break into this hardpoint?
Honestly, people trying just walking in the front isn't going to happen, because that window head glitch is by far the worst head glitch in the history of Call of Duty or any FPS shooter. You're never killing someone off that. Push blue, push around the back, take your time and push together. That's the most important aspect of hardpoint, together. Don't go 1 by 1 like we've seen Denial do in the first few hills.
101-81 the score, and it's actually in favor of Team Kaliber. Goonjar 18-10. He is having a great day. Started off slow, but ever since then he hasn't looked back, and he's been carrying Team Kaliber, really, to be completely honest with you. Some solid performances throughout the day. Let's have a look at Sharp though, as he wraps around the outside towards this last hardpoint on the first rotation. He's going to fall as well. Nameless still sat mid-street with that valve. Shuts down JCap, looks in towards the hardpoint. Replays will be there, but unfortunately actually opted to reload that.
That's a huge kill actually. We just saw Nameless and Clay. Again, what I mentioned earlier, the AR battle on mid-road. Particularly important on this hill to kind of lock down that, because it creates another opening, the main entrance to the hill.
Okay, well, Replays looking to get the second. In fact, the assist comes in. JCap helps. He's on a 4 streak now, peeks out towards the middle. And unfortunately, the grenades rain in from Parasite. But Denal now into the lead in the game with 5 minutes left. 115-107. Call of Duty World Champions looking to try and take this map number 1 off Team Kaliber. And I feel like this series, it has the potential to be close, but I still heavily favor Denal in it.
Given this performance early on in the map, I wouldn't be surprised to see sort of a game 6, game 7, but honestly, you still have to favour Denial, and you see they're kind of finding their groove. They got off to a pretty slow start. Clay finding his groove with the AR, 16 kills, picks up the kill on Nameless there to prevent him jumping in the hill, and that's another 4 down.
Denal picking up some early time. JCap trying to slay, but Parasite again with a grenade kill. Clay, battle mid-street, he's going to fall. Let's have a look at Nameless now from TK. Is he thinking about pushing the hardpoint? Yes, he is. Picks up one. Can he find the second? He's going to have to win it. Does so. So Nameless just doing all the right things, it seems, Swanee.
Worth mentioning, actually, you made a good point about Parasite's grenade kills. I think that's another product of the evolution of the metagame since the last update. The fact that because of Hardwired, because people aren't running Flak Jacket as much, now people are beginning to use Semtex a lot more, and they become a lot more effective in situations such as this, where, you know, close quarters hill, pop 2 Semtexes in there, guaranteed kill.
Parasite with one that was replaced, looking for more, not going to find it. Sharp still sitting on the hill, and doing well to stay alive. Can he find the second? No, he can't. He falls, but Goonjar should be in a position to trade it. He's one shot, he falls. Clayster with a nice 2-piece of mid-street. Parasite did pick up that kill finally, and that rotation over towards green hardpoint. I mean, Nameless in this position, what should he do here?
It's not the best position, to be honest. Pushing in front of the hill with an AR, and Denial actually rectified their mistake from the first rotation. They rotated earlier, got the spawns, and as you can see, now it's a kind of a reverse of what we saw in the first minute. Denial have control of the hill, and TK are either forced to just push the front or ideally push mid like Sharp's doing at the moment.
Sharp trying to slay out that mid-map side, has a little bit of help from Nameless, and Nameless again winning that AR battle against Clayster. Sharp now trying to push him towards the middle, and unfortunately, TK taking a very long time to try and break this, and you can see that on the score. Denial starting to pull away, 175 to 130, and climbing because Attach is not letting anyone on this hardpoint, currently on a 3 streak, replays as well on a 4 streak. Denial just coming to life now, it seems.
And I think if you're Nameless, sort of, I think you need to start looking at pulling out an SMG at the moment. We saw it in the last series, actually. Proof, he kind of had an AR, and I questioned the decision why keeping it out on the entire match when it's clear that the other team are applying that much pressure that you kind of need 4 SMGs. Not particularly because you're playing wrong with an AR, just because it's kind of that added movement speed.
Right, you sometimes need to adapt. As Attach and Garage only able to pick up one, and Clayster trying to wrap around the backside. Of course, it's still possible for TK to come back into this game. It's going to be very tough for them to do so, though. 188 to 140. Denial would have to start making a couple of mistakes for that to happen, but as I say that, TK locking down this Garage.
Huge kills by TK. I think that was 5 consecutive kills in a row to hold down the Garage, and they're going to force Denial to keep spawning out school. I think it's Nameless at the back trail. If you look on the minimap again, who's going to get pushed by 2. Nameless picks up 1, replays again a grenade we've seen, takes out his teammate Jacob and Sharp, and Goonjar sweeps up the final kill, and Denial are on spawn again.
Yep, 188 to 158. It's Nameless now in a gunfight with Clay, unable to clean up. Has to know someone was rushing him, he saw him, but unfortunately, sloppy shots, not going to win that. But Parasite should be in a position to just try and force the engagement at the back of the map. There's one. Parasite's life pretty big right now. Should be able to win the second gunfight. Help from Sharp comes in, and, you know, Swanee, TK looking good to make this comeback right now.
Huge 3-piece by Sharp, by the way. That was 3 consecutive kills. Again, Denial just seem to be falling so easily when they have control of the hardpoint.
Goonjar picks up 1. He's going to be looking out towards that mid, pulls out that bow, taking his time. 2 teammates actually stood next to each other. That was Parasite. Goon just going to pre-fire that door, and TK about to take the lead with 1 minute 30 seconds left. There it is. It's ticked over. Favor TK. Parasite now, he's on the hard point. You've got 30 seconds left. 25 and 30. Parasite gonna have to win the gunfight. Does so. Nameless as well, continuing to slay with the bow. And it just seems to now kind of went into panic mode for the first kind of 20 seconds of that hard point.
No, absolutely. I mean, you need to retain composure here. 20 seconds left. You've got 1 more push. If this push fails, which it looks like it's going to be, yep, all kills get swept up again. Get the rotation to school. Denial need to hold school for this. They need to get Clayster mid-road with an AR and just kind of, 30-point deficit, it's still possible, you know, just hold this hill down.
Very, very tough to do, though. This final hard point is just so troublesome. You can just, I feel like it gets contested just so easily, but we'll see. Replays, he's going to be on the hard point now. 45 seconds left in the game. Denial trying to mount the comeback. They're about to be 23 points down. As Replays pushes away, Sharp and Nameless both pick up kills. Attach is big, but Replays picks up the 2-piece.
Huge
nice play
down
from Denial. As you said, 24 down, and Replays immediately trying to push out the spawn. Denial can still do this, 28 seconds left, 223 to 212.
And it's looking like it's a favorable position for Denial at the moment. Clayster picks up 1 with an AR, traded by Goonjar. Goonjar with a huge 2-piece. Sharp gets the 3rd. Now TK, have control of the hill. Jacob is the only guy in position to stop it.
Oh, and he's going to fall, and that should be good for Team Kaliber. With 12 seconds left, TK go 1-0 up in the series. Attach not able to make a play right at the very end there. Unfortunate stuff, but TK got to feel good, and I have to give Sharp some massive props. We didn't really talk about him too much, but you kind of made the point, back-to-back consecutive kills. He was picking up 2 pieces, 3 pieces, breaking the hill, and you see Nameless getting pumped up in the booth.
Oh, Sharp's a slayer, 37 kills. Who'd have expected that?
That was a great performance from him.
But how many maps, Ben, have we seen? How many hardpoint maps go down to that last hill this week? And I think it's testament to just how close the competition is at this tournament.
There's so many close games throughout this whole X Games event, and we're already halfway through day 2. We still got so much more Call of Duty action to broadcast. But you see all smiles in the TK booth. Team Kaliber 1-0 up against now. For now, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we return, we're going to uplink. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the MLG Pro League at X Games, presented by the Xbox One, of course, the official console of MLG. Benson joined by Swanee in the casting desk for this one. We've got Denal going up against TK, and it's kind of surprised to say it, but TK 1-0 up, Swanee.
Absolute thriller, to be honest. I mean, we saw Sharp pick up 37 kills. It's not often you see that. On the contrary, I think Denial actually probably outslayed them. I think Clay had 37 kills. There were multiple other people on Denial with 30 plus. It just came down to added pressure. As we saw in the previous match, the Envy match, it's just pure pressure on the hills. It doesn't matter how many kills you're picking up if you're not winning the gunfights in the hill. And we saw Sharp consistently, as you said, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, just winning those clutch gunfights.
So important. And now heading over to fan favorite uplink comeback. Absolutely love this map. As a player, what's it like to play? Is it stressful, or is it just as fun for everyone that watches at home?
It's hectic. It's really hectic. And I mean, we've seen some huge matches on it, especially in the grand finals, the Optic and FaZe back at MLG Columbus. Clayster is going to be the key on this match, I think, and whether he can win those AR fights in glass.
All right, well, speaking of Clay, let's have a look. Obviously going to be running that barrel as expected. Already picks up the first kill on Gunjar. And that glass control should be okay if you can get that pick on Nameless. And there it is. Pick comes in, drone down. But Clay more than happy to just take his time. Needs to be careful though, because those stuns are going to come flying in. Not able to get into glass though. So far, pretty slow start from both teams. Comeback, sometimes you see points within the first 10 seconds, I feel.
Interesting, I didn't actually see Clay use hardwired there because he did get stunned. Usually you'll see they just use hardwired off the break on this map because it's so close quarters and there are so many stuns.
Replays. He's going to be trying to fight for some control of glass. He's not going to be able to get it. And that means Attach's going to have to release that drone, pull out his weapon, see if he can get control of glass. Turns around, but there's a player right there.
Goon with a huge 2-piece there.
That was big play from Goon. And at 4-2 now, immediately trying to push through.
Could have waited for his teammate. I think he got a bit energetic. I think after the 2-piece, just stay in glass. You're on the bad spawn. There's no reason to push.
Sharp, being patient. The player just managed to double jump over him, and Sharp looking for the second. Not going to be able to get it. 3 minutes 50 still to go in the first half. Gunjar coming from around the outside, able to pick up 1, but that satellite drone carrier is gone. It's going to be JCap. JCap may just go for 1, throws it, but actually I think that bounced straight off the wall. So it's going to be down. He may actually just try and bait out a player with that. It's going to be Sharp who just picks it up, and Sharp's going to try and fly. He gets it off the bat. No, it doesn't. Actually bounces back in. So Denial, they could just play for that drone right now.
And that's quite a costly mistake by Sharp, actually, because if you look on the minimap, Denial have full control of blue, and this isn't just a 2-point potential. This is potential to relay multiple points. Goon again saves his team though with a huge 2-piece, and Replays is forced to hit the 1. Which he doesn't hit, he misses it.
Nameless was there, and that's big defensive play from Nameless. And he has a drone, and he's going to have to play that one out. Didn't really have any team support. You can see on that minimap, one player over at green just won a big fight. I believe that was actually Sharp on Attach, who was overextending, or sorry, Gunjar, who was overextending on that green side. But Nameless still just going to take his time. Again, glass is so important. It's for some of the newer viewers, do you want to just explain why glass is so important?
First of all, on the other side, the side which Denial are on, if you look at the spawns, there's such a power spot in glass, perfect for plays such as Clayster. You can see the majority of top blue. It enables you to pick the defensive players from top blue and then get your ARs into top blue, which again is another power position. Right. It's basically because it's such a kind of confined area around the ball that it's so easy to just hold the ball in there and then push through. And of course, the spawns, you want to be blocking the glass spawn them out green. They spawn so far out and it's basically guaranteed caps.
Yep. Attach now with the drone. He's going to fall. Of course, TK 2-0 up. Thanks to Gunjar and his 2-point play. The melee is going to be missed. The drone is still down. It's finally picked up by Parasite, but Gunjar tries to turn around. I believe Parasite did just get that drone out in time, able to clean up Clayster as well. So 2 minutes left, and honestly, it's been a pretty slow uplink comeback so far.
It has. I mean, we've seen matches sort of finish by this time. Yeah. I think we saw who was it? It might have been the Optic match or someone. They finished it in sort of 3 minutes, and it's already past that. 2 points in 3 minutes. It's a kind of a stalemate. It's just been trading kills back and forth, as you said, within Glass. This, however, is a potential for a 2-pointer. But again, Goon with another clutch 2-piece, and that's been the story of the entire match, even on the hardpoint.
He's been so clutch when his team needs him, stepping up. That's the third time he's done it in this uplink comeback. Sharp now with the drone. He's over at Glass side. He's going to fall. Nameless, last man alive. 4 players go down. Denal looking to pounce on the opportunity. Attach has the drone, and immediately, this is where TK are faced with a difficult decision. What do? Do they wrap or do they overextend?
Well, now, whatever they do, it looks as though they've chosen to overextend. That's the correct decision. But whatever you do, make sure you do it as a team. So don't split and send 2 players back to base, 2 players on overextend. Make sure you're in a trading position. And they actually executed that perfectly because, again, another 4 down and TK have control.
Oh, Parasite's going to pick up that drone. Can he get away? No, he can't. There's players from Denal coming from the backside. Jacob now with a big gunfight to try and win. Has him weak. That drone's going to be resetting in 8 seconds time. So someone from Denal is going to have to try and grab it, but it's attached. Last man up, and he's not in a position to make a play. So TK should be good to try and get class control once again.
Now, even though it's 2-2, folks, you need to understand that Denial are by far on the favourable side, and you expect Denial to sort of capitalise on it and score more points. TK are in a perfectly fine position to just hold, soak up the pressure for 40 seconds and just play into the tide going into the half.
Sharp from Glass trying to put some shots down. He picked up place with 30 seconds left in this first half. Game tied at 2-2. Gunjar 17 of 12. Phenomenal performance from him, and Sharp playing extremely well as well, as he's just trying to fight again for the satellite drone control, and Parasite just kind of jumping in towards Glass, desperately trying to find the players from Denal, but he actually shot Parasite there, so a little bit of a communication error could cost TK towards the end, as Clayster may opt to try and go for a 1-point play. 8 seconds left, doesn't really have much time. Gonna have to make a play real quick.
I think the only option was to go for a 1-point play there, but I think I expected it at the start, Clayster leading his team on kills. I think he finished Season 2, actually, interesting statistic, with around a 1.3 KD on this map specifically, which is, it's pretty good when considering you're consistently competing against the best teams in the world.
Right, that's a very high KD. J kept there in your round and kill cam, but again, this game very close. TK coming out, all guns blazing right now, Swanee. I'm very impressed.
And given the fact that they're on good side now, I expect them to take the lead, to be honest. It'd be kind of unexpected if they didn't sort of rack up 2-3 points or just a few 1-pointers from the easy throw.
I mean, Nameless 18 kills, Gunjar 18 kills, just quite frankly outslaying for now as it is. JCat picks up the first kill of the second round, immediately gets traded there. Nameless last man up momentarily, and he's going to go down.
And I do believe I'm going to eat my words, Ben. Denial should be getting up to the first half of the half.
You're just as cursed as Maven. Everything you say, the opposite. Is it opposite day? It could be opposite day.
It could be.
That explains it. Clay, though, with the bow, just trying to look it down. When you're kind of on the unfavorable side, what's a good strategy to go? Because sometimes you do see teams rack up a lot of points. How do you do that? What is the mentality of how to spawn trap?
Honestly, I think it depends. If you're in the lead, it's so easy to dictate the pace of the play and sort of let the opposition come to you first, rack up those kills, and then push. You've got no reason to push the ball. The best strategy is just push players past the ball, kind of clear a lane, and then run the ball. Never should the first guy sort of pick up the ball and try any hero play.
Want to slay out in front of the drone carrier at all times, essentially, is Nameless. He's going to have the drone, and he may actually opt to go for one. Sees a couple plays, but he's missed, but it banks in!
That was the luckiest bounce I've ever seen.
Nameless with a little bit of lady luck on your side. Sometimes that's what you need. At 21 and 15, able to sink it. Is now fighting back over towards the satellite drone area, putting a lot of bullets down. Game 4-3 in favor of Denial. Plenty of time still to be played. 3 minutes, 37 seconds left in the second side. His Nameless still going for that fight, but Clayster now, he's adapted and he's pulled out grenades as well.
Yep, smart decision, to be honest. You don't often see grenades in uplink just because purely of how fast-paced it is. You don't actually get a chance to aim them accurately. Sharp with a 2-piece, Sharp with a 3-piece again, another 3-piece.
He's looking for JCap, see if Sharp can clean him up. See from Sharp's perspective. Just trying to bait out a couple of shots, knee slide, double jump, but not able to connect just yet. Can he? Oh, okay, no, didn't want to die. That was interesting. Parasite managed to get the drone and manages to get it out of Glass as well, but I think it may have just bounced back. That was a nice little play from Parasite there, just trying to relieve some pressure for the team. Yeah,
absolutely. Bought his team a few seconds, and Sharp and Nameless clean up the huge defensive kills within yellow. If you get spawn trapped, and although Denial are on the arguably worst side at the moment, if you're able to sort of get yellow control and spawn the other team top green, it's so hard to kind of rotate back. Again, as we saw on the last side, you need to make the decision to overextend as a team or try and rotate back and win the gunfights.
Attach coming from around the outside. I don't think TK would have expected it, but they did. Replays has the drone, though, in his hand. 2 plays behind him. Denal maybe able to just get some control back again, once again on the satellite drone area. JCap with the stuns. The assist comes in, and if he can push through Glass, get some control, you could see Denal get some points on the board here.
Again, Ben, this is a really low-scoring game. If you think about it, 7 minutes past, 4-3.
A point a minute, essentially, has been the...
I like the mathematics, mate.
Yep, very quick, mate, very quick. Nameless on your screen, he's going to fall, and it's close, though. That's the thing.
It is. Clay with a huge offensive 3-piece, sorry, and that kind of opens up the lane for the ball carrier. Replays, if I was him, just shoot the easy one and get control.
And I think that's exactly what he's going to do, and it goes in. Denal lead by 2 with 2 minutes to play. Definitely not a comfortable lead, as you see Nameless trying to get some small chops. The play that really in front of him. He may be able to pick up Attach, but no, Attach turns around and picks up that kill. Nice play from him. Parasite at 10 and 21. Kind of struggling a little bit, but again, TK definitely not out of it. And when you're down by 2 with a minute 30, do you prefer to go for ones? Do you just
hit the one. I'd honestly hit the one. If I was in Parasite's position, that's exactly what he's done. The 2 interceptors missed, which people have become so effective recently at intercepting the ball. You know, players such as TJ Haley, I think, is a household name at intercepting.
He really is. One player from Denal pushing into Glass. Someone in TK does have control, of course. Just a 1-point game, 5-4 in favor of Denal. Sharp with a big win over Attaching Glass. At least plays the last man up.
And that's
Parasite
a 4 down.
has the drone. 4 down now. How do they capitalize on this play?
The AR needs to stay top loot. He needs to hold top loot and just pick up those easy kills. If they stay in their base, the guy watches the overextend. This is a huge battle actually in Glass on Attach.
Can he win it? No, Attach is going to fall, so maybe TK can get a couple more points. Nameless has the drone. Tempted to go for that AC 1.
Getting Glass and 15 it, yeah.
Yeah, 15 the drone, and that seems to be
Smart
the game plan.
play.
It goes in, so TK currently up by 1. Surprisingly, Goonjar with a 2-piece again from him. He's playing so well, and TK have full control of the satellite drone for the final 37 seconds. This is going to be almost impossible for Denal to come back.
And Goonjar is undoubtedly man of the match. I'm going to throw that English phrase in there, the soccer, football phrase, folks. Man of the match by far, picking up those clutch 2 pieces. Sharp probably going to run an easy 2-pointer in, and this is going to be game.
That is going to be game as TK Duncan for 2. A lot of people going into this series would have favored Denal quite easily, but TK are coming out like a team possessed. They're playing so well.
I mean, Clay, he's done his best, but if your SMG sort of aren't alleviating that pressure, enabling you to get in those power positions, there's not much really you can do.
I mean, what really went wrong there for Team Denal, Swanee? Because for a lot of the game, they were in control. They were ahead in points.
I'm surprised, actually, because Parasite had an AR for the majority of the match, and he ended up going -10, yet they still won by 3.
Very, very strange. Parasite finishing 14 and 24, but it doesn't matter. TK, again, all smiles in the booth, which is very strange. They've been known to be kind of somewhat dysfunctional, I think it's fair to say, from watching them throughout the season, but when it matters, they are putting their heads together. They are fighting for X Games medals, of course. TK placed silver last year, trying to one-up that.
If I'd have told you, Ben, before this series that TK were going to take a 2-0 lead on the first 2 respawns,
I would have laughed at you. I would have laughed at you, told you were crazy.
I'd have probably walked out the venue.
Yeah, you got heat strokes on him. We need to get you to the hospital. But as you said, TK 2-0 up against Denial. For now, quick commercial break. When we return, we'll head over to Search and Destroy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the MLG Pro League and X Games presented by the Xbox One, of course, the official console of MLG. He just threw his dog into the river. That just happened. A lovely look at Austin. It's very, very hot, Swanee. It's uncomfortably hot, actually.
I'm getting seriously uncomfortable just looking at that river, Ben.
I want to just jump in. I wish I was the dog. The dog gets to cool off. Just some random kayaking. No big deal. No big deal. Anyway, back over to Call of Duty. That's why you tuned in. Team Kaliber 2-0 up against the world champions Denial. Didn't think I'd be saying that.
All smiles in the booth, Ben, and rightly so. You know, but the fact that they're 2-0 up on 2 respawns.
I just don't get it. It's so weird to see them sat in the same booth, all smiles, all high fives, when for the entirety of the season, it's been, that's a high five. Good job. Good job. For the entirety of the season, it seems like it's been nothing but arguments.
Oh, this is the antithesis of what the season has been for the past few months. And even in the days leading up to this event, you know, they've kind of acknowledged that they were going to split up immediately after this event, and yet here they are on the verge of potentially the biggest upset of the event so far.
Do you think that's kind of helped them? As weird as that is to say, do you think kind of saying, all right, well, let's be honest, we don't work as a team, but let's go to X Games, let's have some fun, let's see what we can do. Has that helped TK's mentality?
No, absolutely. I think that's actually a good point. I didn't really acknowledge the fact that going into it as underdogs sort of alleviates a significant amount of pressure.
Just like, hey, let's just go. We're gonna go to X Games, guaranteed to make some money, have some fun, sit in the sun. But yeah, TK playing extremely well. Anyway, over to Search and Destroy Riot. Swanee, talk to me a little bit about this map. Who does it really favor?
I'd say Denial, and that's just because I've seen them on it before. They're really proficient. They're proficient at trade, and I think this is the map they actually beat KR on to win the World Championship. So, you know, they're experienced in those high-pressure situations on this map. They've got the bomb down. They've got the first pick. This is their round.
Yeah, already 2 dead. Goonjar and Nameless left to try and clutch up. Nameless was able to pick up 1. In fact, Nameless picked up 2. So that has actually forced a 1 versus 1 for Goonjar. He turns around, he's being tagged. Goonjar, can he get the pick? Oh, so close. But they're now able to pick up the first round, and you got to give Nameless some big props there. In that 2 versus 4, able to immediately make it, you know, a 2 versus 2. And he gets traded. That was just nice play from him. But as you see, Attach closed out the round.
That 1v1 came out of nowhere, and I think Denial just needed to sort of settle it down a bit, calm it down. You know, just trade kills, just play the game. You know how to play the game. You know, don't let the fact that you're 2 maps down, don't let the situation get you.
Well, TK now back on, or for the first time rather, on the attacking side. And in terms of which bomb site to push, what do you prefer? Essentially, as I say that, they start heading into B.
That was possibly the complete opposite of what I was about to say, because 90% of engagements on this map occur at the A bomb site, purely because it's so easy to attack, and thus the defending team just kind of stacks it accordingly.
I kind of like the option of going B first round, because from a defensive standpoint, it kind of keeps the opposition honest. If you go B first round, defensively, next time, you know, TK's on the attacking round, Denial have to send at least, you know, 1 player to B, just in case they keep forcing that engagement over at B. But Goonjar is going to drop sharp left for a 1 versus 4, and he's in no man's land, and quite frankly, looking at that mini-map, he does not stand a chance, because the Wolfpack is trying to hunt him down, and they do just that. Denial storm into the lead 2-0.
No, absolutely, and that variety, sort of switching it up, keeping the opposition on their toes, being unpredictable, is such a huge factor in S&D, as we see. Denial take the second round. Now, TK, it'll be interesting to see what they do on this round, to be honest, because after losing an offense and a defense, you kind of need to switch it up a bit.
Yeah, definitely. As we said, 2-0 the score, so let's go over to the boys of Denial as they go onto the attacking side. And more of the same from Denial, do you expect? Just keep pushing that A, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of mentality?
Exactly, I think that's the complete right way to approach S&D, to be honest. If you're consistently outplaying a team using a certain strategy, then why not, you know, why change it?
Oh, Goonjar rushes straight out of fire, and I believe Goonjar is actually still alive. Lots of kills already going down in the first 15 seconds of this round. Attach is going to turn around, not able to pick up that one though. As replays left in 1 versus 2, and you kind of blink and you miss it in that round, Swanee, but TK able to pick it up.
Great way to adapt there from TK. They recognise that chances are Denial are going to hit that A-bomb site, which they did. Goonjar rushed out of fire, got a huge opening pick, and kind of caught replays off guard here for the 2-piece.
Yeah, nice play from him. Goon sitting at 3-2, and again, having a absolutely phenomenal day today, and I feel like you need that. If you're going to play all through today in that losers bracket, I mean, you play a lot of games today. So
it's tough, especially when you're playing in 100-degree heat, you know. It's real tough.
Well, we'll see if they can continue this run. It's already 2-0 up against Denial. Sharp, he's going to be carrying that bomb. 0-3 from him. So not the best start, but Goonjar able to pick up first blood on JCap.
It's another unconventional push from TK, and it's another huge, well, it was another huge first blood from Goonjar, but it replays answers back with a 2-piece on him and Sharp.
At Parasite. I had literally no idea what Attach was just doing. He ran
I think he was trying to get to platform 9 3/4 by running through that wall, I'm not sure.
Oh, Harry Potter jokes, I love it. I love being able
It's what the British bring to the
castle. It is. It is British. We like to have some fun. Anyway, Parasite 1v1 versus Clay. Clay says peeking. Parasite's going to challenge, and Clay still wins the fight. Nice play from him.
And that's the composure we see from Clay time and time again. Just superior position, and with the art on the head glitch, you're not taking him off that. Well, it was an SMG actually.
I actually thought it was AR as
but
well.
it was a head glitch.
Yeah. Parasite, he's going to fall there. Clay's at 6-2. And I feel like this is something about Clay. You put kind of Clay with his back against the wall. You put him 0-2 in a series, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's like a refusal to lose. He just doesn't want to lose, and he just steps his game up to a whole nother level.
Oh, he thrives off it. I mean, I've been in that situation against him. We were 2-0 up against him at a Gfinity final when he was in complexity, and that's when he flicks the switch, as you said, you know, just turns into that winning machine.
Oh, Parasite with the hit marker. That would have been big. That would have been 2 down from Denal almost instantly. JCap fell from Sharp's first blood. Replays, of course, carrying the bomb. We'll see which way Denal's going to head over towards. Attach needs to be careful, though, because Nameless is going to be over here on that bomb site. And Attach has done well to stay alive there, to be fair.
Yeah, now this round is in TK's favor. You know, all they need to do, they've got numbers, you know, they're playing it perfectly. Just stay together, kind of play for another pick, force Denial to make the move, and it's clear who's going to try and do that with the snipe.
Waster just thinking about that rotation back to A, and he needs to be careful here because Replays may need some assistance on this bomb. But so far, so good. Let's look at Goonjar, who's been making so many plays for Team Kaliber. Looks up towards A bomb site, doesn't see anything yet. Did he? Oh, he's going to see him now. Peeks out, challenges, and picks up the kill. Nice play from Goon, but immediately picked up by Clayster and a sniper rifle. Sharp cleans up Attach. That leaves Clay now 1 versus 3 with 27 seconds left. Don't hold your breath, folks. Probably not going to happen, and it doesn't. TK win their second round of the game.
Yep, 3-2. TK with the second round now, and Parasite with the final kill cam. PDW. Don't often see that, Ben.
Very true.
Ever since sort of the metagame sort of changed, evolved, you've seen less overkill, obviously, and in its place. It's kind of harder for snipers, to be honest, because you kind of haven't got that secondary weapon to fall back on. You're at such a huge disadvantage when you've got the pistol out.
You see players just often get a pick, or the teammate calls out they've got a pick, and they immediately charge to try and pick up that weapon that's fallen on the ground. But no overkill. I personally kind of prefer it. I'm not sure about yourself, but for me, no overkill in Search and Destroy has made the game just a little bit more intense, I feel.
Oh, I much prefer it, because at the end, essentially, overkill was a crutch. It was something to fall back on.
Right.
Without it, you know, you need to play your role. Whether you've got an AR, whether you've got an SMG, you can't just compensate by pulling out the other weapon. You need to play the role, essentially, and you can't just kind of
do both.
Yeah,
you have to pick one. You have to do it well.
Exactly.
Nameless with the bomb, 3 versus 3 situation. He's making his way over towards the B bomb. You can see one blue arrow highlighted now on that minimap. Yeah, that's going to be Attach. Attach is going to see someone top 3. Can he stay alive? Yes, he can. Doesn't have any grenades to use as a crutch, but he stayed alive. Nameless will be planting that bomb, though, so expect to see Denial try and rotate up. And what's a good way of breaking onto that B bomb site once the bomb's been planted, Swanee?
Well, Denial are incredibly spread out here. To be honest, I'd prefer to push from one way, to be honest, and try and get that initial pick, trade it out. Here, they're essentially relying on Replays to make a play, which he didn't. Got taken out by Nameless. Nameless does get traded by JCap, 2v2 situation. And Ben, this is an incredibly significant round. This is the difference between a 3-3 and a 4-2.
Sharp, last man alive for Team Kaliber. And he's going to spot JCap, also puts down some shots. Doesn't really have the option to play the time. There's a lot of time left. Can he make a 1v1? He has Attached weak. He's going to get challenged. Surely, that's the first kill. JCap. You sneaky man, JCap!
Oh my God!
It was so close, but Sharpisha with the big 1 versus 2, and you see the reaction in the booth. He was not messing that one up. Beautiful shot. That's a tough shot as well, considering how close JCap was. Sharp's at the peak of his double jump. He misses one bullet, JCap gets that defused.
And that's about the only thing JCap could do in that situation. It's just unfortunate that his teammate got taken out. If I was Sharp, honestly, I would have ran away in that situation after the first kill or before the first kill.
You expect the challenge to come in.
You know, that's how confident he's playing in this series. The fact that he challenged both kills.
Sharp playing fantastically now. Game tied at 3-3 here in Search and Destroy Riot. Replays with the bomb. He gets first blood on Sharp. Can he find anyone else? Goon has rushed fire again, and he's got himself 2 kills, 3 kills from Goonjar. And JCap picks him up, but damage has been done. JCap left in a 1 versus 2, and I feel to now have to realize that Goonjar is hitting fire every single time on the defensive round, and he's getting kills every single round.
No, absolutely, Ben. That's a great point, you know, and you'd expect a player like Clay, a player who's smart as Clay, to sort of acknowledge and pick up on that. The fact that Goonjar has previously, twice in a row, pushed out of fire, got 1 kill, got a 2-piece, you know, just someone look at it, it's a free kill.
It really is, and to Goon's credit, 1 TK that round, nice 3-piece from him. And you see Clayster on your screen from Denial. All concentration from him, currently sitting at 7-5. TK leading the Search and Destroy 4-3. More importantly, Team Kaliber leading the series 2-0. Parasite's going to be the bomb carrier this round, round number 8. And once again, it seems as if they're going to head over towards the A-bomb site.
Yep, it looks like TK are going to be able to either at least get a pick or get the bomb down, which they're going straight for the plant at the moment. Denial haven't exactly rotated and immediately clocked on that they're pushing A, and TK do get the plant down.
The grenade comes in from Replays, 3 versus 4. Again, this is a very, very big round, like you kind of brought up before. You know, this is the difference between 4-4 and 5-3. You know, TK can clutch this up. They're 1 round away from picking up the map. It's going to be Replays.
Guess what, Ben? Goonjar with a huge 2-piece again, by the way, on Clayster for an attack, and that evens it up to a 2 versus 1. Replays the last guy in a position.
Replays.
Huge AR shot, and gets traded.
falls.
Where are these two pieces coming from?
I feel like we should just put it on an audio soundboard. Goonjar gets a 2-piece and we can just hit play rather than having to keep saying it because it's every single time. Respawn, S&D, it doesn't matter. Goonjar playing so well. 10 and 7 performance from him here. And is it Denial? Like, what's going on here? Are TK just playing that well? Or is this kind of like Denial making some silly mistakes from what you've seen?
A bit of both, to be honest. I think TK at the moment are just riding the hype train and riding the momentum train. The fact that they're on the verge of a 3-0 lead versus 3-0 lead versus the world champions and arguably a top 3 team at this event.
Well, Goonjar, on your screen, we'll see if TK can close it out on this defensive round. And just see the confidence he's playing in right now. He's going to have players lining up. There's one looking for the second. Attach is able to pick up sharp though. Goon, one shot. Checks over to his right-hand side. Player's still there. Nice movement. Dashes away, dashes back. But the grenade comes in from replays. That shuts down that threat. Now a 3 versus 2. Nameless and Parasite alive for Team Kaliber. Still the possibility of clutching this up. However, you see those blue arrows on the minimap. Denial on the attacking side, thinking about trying to put this bomb down.
Now, given the fact that it's a 2v3, although Denial have numbers, you need to take into account that TK are on the defense and all they need. Parasite with a huge pick on to attach, by the way, with this snipe.
Someone's coming behind. Nameless from behind, able to pick up a kill. Clayster now versus Parasite. A huge 1 versus 1 situation. Clay has the bomb. 34 seconds. See if he can try and clutch this up. Time is ticking. Parasite with the pistol. How do you play this, Swanee?
Well, this is the most important kill of the series, Ben.
Plays. Parasite's gonna know! He didn't get a kill!
Oh,
he cleans it up
God.
though! I thought for a minute he was gonna get turned on, but the teammate comes out, and ladies and gentlemen, Team Kaliber are 3-0 up against the Call of Duty World Champions now.
As you said previously in that round, Ben, confidence. I think that's the key word for their performance there. Just how decisive they were. I mean, we look at that the previous attacking round where they just pushed the bomb. They got the bomb down immediately. It was Goonjar with a 2-piece again, I think, to win the round. They didn't waste any time, and that's the key. You know, when you give Denial that much more time to kind of regroup at the bomb site and push you out, that's when you start losing rounds. But TK, they were decisive in everything they did. Goon with 11 kills.
That's phenomenal performance from him. And you know, Parasite, Season 2, regular Season 2 Best Search and Destroy Player Award went to him. He was Season 1 and Season 2 champion when it came to that. And to be honest, it's those 1 versus 1 plays. He played it so smart. Clay really wasn't left with many options, had to get that bomb down. If he'd have turned on him though, if Clay had turned on Parasite, that would have been a huge momentum
the booth would have probably exploded with just how hyped up Clay would have been. But no, that's a great point you bring up, actually, that accolade of Parasite being the consecutive back-to-back best S&D player in the league. Not just the 1 versus 1 performance and how he played in game, but actually I wonder how many strategies he actually dictated throughout that and how many play calls he made.
Well, for now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head over to a quick commercial break. When we return, map 4 of the series. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to day number 2 here at the X Games. What a day it's been so far. We managed to finally get that 7-game thriller, which evaded us from day number 1. And now, here we find ourselves with Team Kaliber versus Team Denial, which on paper, I think a lot of people would have heavily favored Denial. And TK is 3-0 up, 1 map away from knocking out the world champions here at the X Games.
Just say that again, Ben, just so everyone can just wrap their head around it.
TK is 3-0 up against Denial, the world champions, 1 map away from knocking them out. And also, the significance of that is huge, because that means there would only be 1 more player with the possibility of back-to-back gold medals.
I like it. I like it. And Scump, to be honest, even if Denial retain their spot in the competition and stay in the tournament, you have to favour Scump to get that gold medal, you know, just purely based on how dominant Optic Game's performance has been.
Could this be the start of upsets?
It's upset city at the moment, Ben. We've seen 2 previous loser bracket matches, TCM falling to Rise.
Yeah, good point, good point. Well, CTF retreat. Swanee, briefly, what is the kind of the key spot on this map for some of the newer viewers to competitive?
It's pool control. TK starting off on the less favourable side by far. All you want to do really is you saw Nameless picking up a huge initial kill onto Clay to kind of open up the lanes for his subs. Just hold pool. If your teammates aren't there, if you haven't got numbers, just stay there stationary as they are and just pick up kills.
Well, I feel like it'd be rude somewhat if we didn't go to a Turtle Beach team chat with Team Kaliber. They've been playing out of the mind, and I just need to hear how these guys are communicating. So without further ado, Turtle Beach team chat.
He's back full. He's 1 shot back tower. 1 shot tower, 1 shot Clay. Slay. Rapid slay. Take your time. Take your time. Hold on. They're going to be in our head. Wait for kills here.
I'm going lobby sharp. He could be attic. Yeah, lobby, in lobby, two lobby.
I'm coming behind him, lobby.
Top pool wall.
Nice.
Lobby one shot.
Last two turn.
One shot. He's jumping down the flag. He's gonna challenge you. He got me, fuck. There's two guys there. You got to kill the other one first. Fuck. He's dead.
I got him.
I'm going straight. I'm going. It's all good. Yeah, go for it, Chris. I'm gonna wrap.
Bottom tower. Replay this tower. Fuck.
One shot, flag. Shit. All good. Rotate, guys.
We're on bad side.
Take your time getting the water.
Yo, get lobby control.
Yeah, I'm.
Yo, they're all pull. I got him one shot, guys. They're 3 pushing pull. Just hold this. We just gotta win clutch gunfights. That's all this is. Get to lobby, Chris. One guy's only in, Chris. I heard him.
Is that outside our pull door? He jumped up pull hop.
Yo, two.
Yeah, he's sub down there.
You guys, two weak. Nice attach.
Attach is bottom lobby.
Since you're sub, two lobby if you need
He has
to.
a sub, he's bottom lobby.
He's top.
One shot in our back base. One shot in our back base. Nice, good job.
Attach, good job.
Now I'm good with the bow.
I'm stunned. I'm double stunned. He's outside pull.
I spawned out, guys. They're pushing pull heavy.
Pop, dead.
Front pull up. He's front pull up, dead.
Top tower.
I'm gonna bait.
No, there's a guy in the lobby attaching. One guy's still up there.
Is he still up there?
Yeah, and I think bomb lobby.
He dropped.
He jumped down. Okay.
Watch mid.
Back four, one shot, guys. Got him, let's go.
Nice, 2. I'm top circle. I'm up.
Flank. Jacob,
One shot, two. Last two. Clay there.
Jumping over, nameless. They're jumping over. Let's go, that's one.
Clay's there.
Hey, I'm dead.
Clay's staying full, I
Clay,
think.
sir, right back to the lobby. One guy hit towels. Nice, one more top.
Good shit.
No one in their bottom tower. Replays.
One shot tower. Fuck. One shot
Just
tower.
big trades right now.
One guy's in the lobby.
Stay down sharp.
Nice tower
No,
down.
lobby 2 up sharp. Bottom tower.
Weak.
Lobby, Brown that's weak. I'm stunned back 4
In the lobby. One guy's middle in the lobby. Middle. There's 2 guys there. Take your time. Big one. Nice. Big trades.
Big win.
Weak. Moss rock.
I'm gonna climb up in the attic. Stun if you can.
I don't have stuns.
He's up there.
He's done top attic, guys.
He's one shot. He's
Pull up. One
Yeah,
side.
wait,
One top back, dropping now. Two. One more bomb attic.
I'm stunned.
One shot bomb attic. He's jumping up top.
Absolutely,
Watch top.
rush him, hit fire him.
Now, Swanee, Team Kaliber playing on the unfavorable side here, only down by 1. Kind of what's that limit in flags that you kind of look for as a player when you're on the good side? How many flags do you want to be trying to put in where you feel comfortable going into the bad side?
Ideally 2 or 3, to be honest. Any more than that, and you're not leaving yourself much breathing room, to be honest, because teams at this level, as the game progresses, they become more and more efficient at capitalizing on those mistakes and capitalizing on the fact that you spawn so far out when you're on that bad side.
Both flags away from base. Parasite has one, Replays has the other, and Parasite's going to be challenged. He's one shot, tries to escape, not going to happen. Nameless immediately picks up the flag though, trying to jump around and play for his life. Replays, he's managed to somehow escape, but both flags down, and I think that flag should be picked up once again by JCap. Tries to make his way out towards pool wall. He's going to fall. Replays last man up, and he's in no man's land. Flag should be comfortably returned, but everyone just kind of ran straight past that.
And guess who got the defensive 2-piece, Ben?
Let me
It was
guess,
none
was it
other than
Goon?
Goonjaw, yep.
Oh, what a surprise.
Now, here, this could actually be potential for a cap, but we saw Parasite earlier actually during the listening pull a flag. I question that decision because 1, he had no support, and 2, it would have been more beneficial for him to just stay alive. You see 4 down though now, and this is going to be a cap 1-1. This is huge for TK on the bad side.
Just making sure there was no grenades coming in from behind. 1-1, as you mentioned. Team Kaliber in such a good position, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, to 4-0 the world champions Denal. They're in prime position to do it.
They are, Ben. I feel like I just need to repeat that. I need to hear it a few more times just to grasp it. It would be by far, we were saying during the break, it would be by far possibly the biggest upset of the season, yeah.
Without a doubt. A 4-0. No, I mean, obviously no disrespect to TK, but you just didn't expect this from them coming into the event. I don't think anyone did. But props to them. 4 seconds left in the first half, and it's going to be tied at 1-1. Denal, they need everything to go their way this second side. Really, this game, as it is right now, going into the final 5 minutes, is TK's game to throw away.
And just to point out, Ben, that wasn't even a case of counter caps how they got that pull.
Right.
They outslaying Denial on the bad side. They were outslaying them. No member of TK is negative whatsoever. And you'd expect at least sort of the OBJ player to be negative, but absolutely not. All of them are pulling their weight. All of them are contributing towards holding pool control.
Let me find out the teams finally clicked when it mattered most. This is a phenomenal performance from TK. But I want to go to a Turtle Beach team chat now with Team Denal. See if they can manage to get themselves back into this game.
Big rock and pull left, guys.
Island, back, big rock, cross run, pull him, push him. He's weak. Go, kill him. They're not weak.
No, he's dead. Sharp there. Talk, dude.
He's so weak. In there go the pool. How you gonna pull?
Yep.
I love it. In our lobby, in our lobby.
Going.
Nameless is our gap. Nameless is our gap. Nameless is our gap.
I spawned mouse.
Nameless is our gap.
He's on our flag weak.
Stay left.
Let's pull above me.
One on our flag weak. Pull our flag. Pull our flag. He's pull up weak. There's two there. Two. He's got weak. Goondar weak. Behind him. Goondar weak's pull up. He's pulling. Pull again. Pull out, jump it over. One shot, nice. Good shot, though. Fucking shit. Another one there.
Wall, draw me down.
On me.
It's done hard. Now let's get on the go.
Let's go all the way Big Rock. Let's go.
I'm Big Rock. I'm top towels. Where's he, Big Rock? He's back, Big Rock. One left, Big Rock. I got one. Another one. One stairs. One stairs.
One stairs, one shot. One stairs, one shot.
It's still there. One stairs, guys.
Tell me for left. Wrap back, guys. We're gonna get back.
One shot dead.
Big one. Wait, spawn pull. I'm not on our back. No, we should just go. We should just go for the flag. Let's just go. Let's get Big Rock. Big Rock, weak.
Let's go, 3.
I got him.
Let's go. 3. Let's get Nameless.
Yo, pull it. I'm here.
I got your gold.
They're gonna be here.
I got your gold.
Top, got me, Nameless.
Pull it. You might be able to pull it. Yeah, they're stunned. One on you.
I got him. Let's go.
There's another one on you. Go, just go. Go, Chris.
Got one, let's go.
Watch OE, guys.
On circle stairs, they could
No,
have.
that's the last one, man.
How you watch out circle stairs?
Oh, shit. You got it. Go for relay. He got that. One dub. One dub.
One dub. I spawned circle. I spawned down a circle. That was him.
Back up there. You can probably take the fucking dip.
No. One intel. I'm playing intel. No, camp court. One shot intel, Nameless.
I'm wrapping back, guys.
Oh, he got me at a goal. Fuck, man.
I'm watching tower.
Nameless was towel.
2 there.
He could have won.
Don't play like bitches.
One shot. Let's go.
Help him out.
Big rock, one.
2 dead. Nameless and Goon.
A lobby.
I got him. Oh, no, towel. Watch out. Let's get Goon. Towel.
Big Rock.
I got him.
In gold. Goon's in gold.
Slide out together.
He went
Goon's
left. He
out.
went court. No.
I got Sharp.
I got him. Let's go.
I need it back cave. Stun back cave.
I'm stunning back cave. Let's go. Get this out, guys.
I'm pulling it.
Swanee, Denal currently 2-1 in the lead on the bad side. How, if you're in this game, do you play the final 2.5 minutes?
I mean, just keep applying the pressure. As Clayster was saying, you know, we heard him in the listening, just providing that essential leadership that he's renowned for and that they're going to need if they want to make this comeback. We see Jacob has the flag now. Just going to wait time. 3 of his teammates are down. Jacob's just trying to buy time for his team. Not going to essentially try to go for the cap. He's playing it pretty much perfectly there. You know, even though he died, he bought his team a few more seconds to wrap back and get control of their base. They've got a 1 flag need. There's no reason to sort of extend that at the moment.
Oh no, this is not looking good now. Forward now. Jacob's going to spawn out, and everyone from TK should expect it. That's a big kill though from Jacob on Sharp. Sharp was going to watch the overextend, so that leaves that whole right side of the map completely open for Denal to try and get a counter cap, and that's exactly what Jacob's going to do, or counter pull rather, as he pulls that flag away. Minute 53.
There is a player below him, Ben.
Stalemate situation. Jacob's going to get shot in the back of the flag. It's going to be returned. Nameless, can he get the flag in? That's going to be the question. He's pushing down the left-hand side. There's going to be no one near to challenge, and TK are going to tie the game at 2-2 with 1:40 still to play.
No, the question isn't TK going to maintain the tie? Are they going to push for the win here? They are on the good side, and they're going to go all out to try and get this win and get this 4-0.
Oh, Nameless with the kill on Clayster. He is going to get challenged. Sharp needs to pick up this kill. He gets it because that was 3 down momentarily. Sharp left to defend his base. Attach is going to be pushing it. Sharp doing big defensive plays. And that will be just enough for TK to wrap back and get control of the base once again. But here comes the Wolfpack. Clayster with the pick on Nameless over from poolside. You see him checking every corner he possibly can. Final minute, Swanee. I have a feeling this is going to be intense.
I think it's going to be a stalemate, to be honest, right up until the last minute. And not only did Sharp get that 2-piece, get the 2 kills, he also kind of stayed alive to make sure his team spawned pool, because if his team spawned out, there was also potential for a counter cap from Denial.
Clayster is just going man mode right now in the final couple of seconds. 26 and 22, 3 streak. They only need to do this once, and they make it perfect. It should be good. 2 players fall, though. Attach looking to trade the kill, does connect, but there's 1 player from Denial, from TK, pushing the enemy base. That's Sharp. He's highlighted in yellow. Attach is going to win the gunfight on the base, but not able to get the flag. Meanwhile, Sharp, who was momentarily playing for his life, may be able to cause a bit of a ruckus here in the final 25 seconds. He's going to spot one of it at poolside, but he doesn't seem content to want to go for a flag pull. There's still time, Swanee, but I think this one may be going to overtime. Parasite, yep, he's not going to go for the flag pull, and he will maybe fall, but this one going to overtime, Swanee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed not to see, well, from an unbiased perspective, of course, I'm disappointed to see TK not really take advantage of that good side. We saw they were kind of trying to put as much pressure on as possible, but as you said, this is where Clayster, a player such as Clayster, he kind of comes into his element when it's those clutch situations. When you need to win, he's going to step up.
Nameless in the round any kill cam. Not going to be able to get that flag from TK at the very last second, but Nameless with both flags, it's worth mentioning. 2 caps for him, and also leading their team in kills. So match tie, we're going to overtime. If you're new to competitive Call of Duty, way overtime works, you kind of restart the game, if you will. As soon as the first flag capture goes in, the time is stopped, the rounds are switched, and the opposition team has to try and get a cap in the quicker or the same amount of time to win. So start off on board. Let's see Denal. Denal on the kind of favorable side now. I mean, how quick in overtime should we be looking for?
Well, the pressure is on Denial Ben to sort of get this early cap, and it looks like they're going to at least get a flag pull here. 3v2 situation in the base. Nameless shuts him down, and Parasite shuts out Replays, who was pulling the flag, gets a two-piece, and it's kind of, you know, you need to do better in that situation. You need to capitalize on it more because they're on good side at the moment. If they go into the bad side without getting a cap, all the pressure is on them to kind of defend it.
It really is. So far, flag not successfully pulled outside of either base. Looking at Sharp to trade that kill. He does get that, and Sharp's put himself in a great position over here on the pool side. Really relieves a lot of pressure for TK on that defensive side, and you see Kaliber playing so passively. Does not want to allow anyone from TK to sneak through towards his own base. Sharp is going to still be around that pool side, and of course, every second that goes by is good for TK.
Absolutely, Ben. As you said, that's why Sharp is just content with holding their side of the pool. He's just going to kind of trap them in the base and allow one of the SMGs to flank and try and make a play. You know, there's no reason for Sharp to push because at the end of the day, they're on the bad side.
Right. JCap peeks back over towards pool side. That should be a kill for him. There's the first one. But again, they need to get more control of this pool side. JCap knows there's someone around there, just doesn't know where he is. And that's big play coming from TK to just continuously keep Denal thinking they really don't know where those players actually are. Finally, Attach springing into action. He's not going to be able to get a flag pull. Currently sitting at 36 and 29, though. Attach having a great series, or a great game, I should say, is Parasite again causing some problems for Denal over at the pool side.
Now, this could be a pull by Parasite if he plays it smartly. There's only one player, Dub, who's going to kill him. It does take him out. That's a huge kill by Kaplan. 3v2, though, all over pool, so Parasite pulling that flag did buy them some time. Sharp, again, holding the pool rock with an AR. Not particularly a traditional AR player, Sharp. You know, he wasn't around for his SMG in previous titles, but he's kind of made that tradition.
Sharp Bell.
Transition, sorry.
Sharp Bell, as he's known on AW, he loves to run a good Bell to Sharp. And you've seen exactly why as he picks up another kill there on JCap. Flag has been pulled though, so Sharp will become crucial. It's going to be Replays versus Sharp. The stun grenade's going to go out. Sharp's going to fall now. Can anyone from TK shut down the flag? Yes, they can. The flag is still in limbo. It's been picked up again, and it's going to be returned.
That was a huge two-piece fight. Was that Nameless? Oh, it was Goonjar who got the return, but it was Nameless who got two crucial shots onto him.
Nice play coming out from the boys over at TK. And again, the more time that's bled, the better it is for TK. There's Parasite now on your screen. Once again, bottom lobby picks up one. Can Denal spring into life? Player pushing for the flag. It's going to be JCap, and he's going to pull it. Potentially heading up top. One player directly chasing. His teammates died. JCap using great exo movement to try and escape. There's going to be a couple of players from TK overextending. The stuns hit him. His teammates slain. That's 2 down, 3 down. It's going to be a flag, but by no means, Swanee, was that a quick one.
No, absolutely. I mean, what was that? Over 3 minutes on the bad side. You know, there's so much potential for TK to cap a flag faster. Just to point out on the minimap there, folks, it was Clayster who actually made the vital kill on the cutoff. It was bottom lobby. Goonjar pushed in. Had Clay died in that situation, they probably wouldn't have got the flag out at all, so props to him.
Under 3 minutes, Denal need to hold for the potential of a comeback. Of course, if Denal cap a flag, it will be game over, and Denal will pick up the map. Place that on your screen. You don't want to see Denal turtle. If you're a Denal fan and you see Denal turtling, that's a recipe for disaster. Very rarely is it a successful option, I feel, in overtime CTF.
And Clay just turned on Goonjar again in the bottom lobby, by the way, for another huge defensive kill this time. Clayster picking up Nameless. As we said, Ben, this is the way he's coming into his element. Yeah. Attach, it's worth noting, though, 41 kills.
Oh, this is going to be a big play from Parasite. It's not going to happen. Replays. No, he goes down. Is the flag going to be returned? Goonjar gets it. Just huge return. If he doesn't get that, Denal kept the flag. That's game over. Goonjar keeping his team alive here in overtime. You cannot stress the importance of some of the plays he made. He's only 29 and 39, but that play is huge. Sharp picks up one. Parasite picks up a second. And TK putting a lot of pressure, but guess what? Jacob's going to try and pull the flag. He falls, and that's going to be one player alive for Denal. Everyone just trying to flood back to their base, and Denal can breathe a big sigh of relief right now because TK about to mount a big push over from that pool side.
Yeah, now with 1 minute 40 left, you know, TK, they're taking their time because they know they've got about 2 good pushes left, honestly, for them to get Denial, 4 down, and pull that flag out.
Oh, Replays is going to fall. He was playing base defense. Everyone else from Denal scrambling to get back to their base. JCap's going to fall, forces Kaliber and Attach, last man up, and Nameless is going to be aggressive now for TK with 1:26. Somehow stays alive. He falls. Is Sharp and Goonjar in a position to make a play? No, it doesn't look like it, and this is what you want. You want to see them play for their life here. And honestly, just to go for, as you said, that one push. See if they can pick up a player, you know, around the flag, then maybe go for a pull. In fact, Sharp is going to be left to go. Huge hit for the team because they now have just flooded the enemy base, but they don't have someone spawn directly behind replays. He should be killed, and he does fall. Attach picks up the flag instantly, though, and it's going to be Sharp basically left to try and clutch this for Team Kaliber. He's going to have both plays in front of him. Oh, he doesn't kill the flag carrier, though. Shoots the wrong one, and Denal capped the flag. They're going to win the CTF overtime. But that was a pretty scrappy one, Swanee.
It was, absolutely. I mean, there were returns left, right, and centre. You know, no one really established full control. I think we saw a minute, actually, or 2 minutes of Sharp setting up his tent and his camp chair, and just camping that pool. But aside from that, no one really had decisive control of it, and it was kind of all over the place. Sharp, he wasn't in a position to get that return at the end, honestly. I think the best he could have done is probably pick up one kill, especially with sort of the XO movement and the fact that it's so hard to shoot a target who's moving that quickly.
Would you have said maybe go for a counter pull? That's the only thing I think Sharp maybe could have done differently, because he was up top attic for what, maybe around about 30 seconds. If he tries to go for the counter pull, forces that 1v1 gunfight as opposed to the 1v2.
It's actually a valid point, to be honest. I'd say, especially, not particularly on retreat, but a map like Ascend, where I've mentioned it previously in the analysis, the best thing to do if you're on the opposition's base is just pull that flag, because there are so many routes, and it's so sort of easy to kind of dip away and juke plays that it's more beneficial to pull it rather than trying to get the clutch return.
Well, Denal staying alive here in this losers bracket game. TK still lead the series 3 maps to 1. We could potentially have an 0-3 comeback on the cards. For now, though, quick commercial break. When we return, we're heading over to hardpoint. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the MLG X Games. Benson and Swanee in the casting booth for this game, and honestly, it was a pretty surprising start to this one. Denal versus TK. TK goes 3-0 up. Denal finally get that first map in their retreat CTF. Now the question, can they mount the comeback? We finally got our first game 7, but an 0-3 comeback would be insane. Ridiculous. There'd just be lots of loud noises.
Well, Ben, to satisfy that, this is Denial's map. They're going to take it. This is Clay's domain. It's his territory. It's an AR-based map, and as you said, this is his situation. You know, we talk about the mental aspect of the game a lot, and I think it's something which that factor is hugely underestimated by sort of the casual viewer out there. What's going on in Clay's head at the moment? He thrives off this situation. You know, those high-pressure situations. Oh, he loves it. In fact, he might as well give the opposition, you know, 2 or 3 maps just to get into it, because this is where he kind of comes alive. And expect him, especially on an AR-based map, to kind of take control. You're going to see him go glass off the start. You're going to see him hold those power positions and just really gun the other team.
How do you play against that?
Well, I think you should ask Nameless, because obviously on the first map he was kind of pretty effective at it, to be honest.
Valid point. Nameless played that very, very well.
The question is, can he replicate that performance?
That's true. It's all about, you know, consistency. You need to be able to do it more than once. And big props. I have to say, massive props to TK. First of all, going 3-0 up in this. Now, if they close this out, it's A, upset of the tournament, and B, the question then is, all right, how far can TK actually go? If they're playing, you know, functional, essentially, not arguing.
Well, they could be on for their second X Games gold. Well, as an organization, they could be on for their second X Games gold medal. Medal,
yeah. Which would be pretty cool, because I think coming into this, I don't think they expected that at all. But who knows? Who knows? So you say to keep our eyes out on Clayster, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And no surprise, Swanee, it's almost as if you know exactly what he's going to do. Headed over towards the glass side, but unfortunately
TK with not 4 down, but 5 down at the start. 5 consecutive kills to hold glass control. Nameless again picks up another on JCap, although JCap did get the trade onto Goonjar. Attach coming in from glass there, sneaking in with the SMG. Pops out the hill, smart play from him.
Oh, goodness gracious me, it's okay. A little bit wobbly there, but it's fine. Was able to pick up the Parasite now on the hardpoint, just flying like an eagle across it. Unable to get any time whatsoever. Sharp now. He's going to have it contested. He drops. Attach has been on this hill the whole time, essentially, and he's currently on a 4 streak, kicking things off 5-2.
Again, Denial answered back with their 5 down of their own. Attach is the key player in this situation. Huge kill up top, does manage to make it onto Nameless. That's 3 down, and this is huge by Attach, because what he's doing, he's basically retaining the spawns for the next hardpoint and kind of anchoring for his team to sort of get those spawns and flood into the hill. It's not essential on the middle hill that you get that time, it's just about rotating to the next and contesting.
Holding that spawn so crucial, and that kill from Attach, as you mentioned, kind of allows Denal to do that. Attach kicking off 6 and 3.
Oh, and Goonjar with another two-piece, Ben. We haven't seen that much.
I haven't seen that at all, 20. Haven't seen it at all. Parasite on the halfway picks up 1. He's going to drop. Nameless should be in a position to pick up a little bit of time here, but he's going to go for challenge on Clayster. And again, that's that key fight to really keep your eyes out for here. Nameless and Clayster, two of the main ARs that you expect to see slaying out and holding the map control. Parasite, though, needs to be careful because he has to anticipate denial to be coming from up top and didn't really position himself in the best of places. He is going to fall, and so far, an extremely close game.
TK doing an impressive job, actually, with the less favorable spawns of sort of holding that and just pushing through the hill.
30-30, the score, 13 seconds left. Glacier just slaps Goonjar from behind, and Parasite's going to slap Attach from the front.
There's a lot of slapping going on at the moment, but these gunfights are crucial, Ben, because not just the first hill, the second hill, this second hill, well, sorry, the second hill and the fourth hill are absolutely essential. These are the hills you're going to be milking the most time off, because if you push out both sides, they're going to spawn the complete opposite side of the map.
Well, you're going to see Sharp. He's going to fall whilst trying to anchor. Parasite is on the halfway. Nameless is up top on the ledge. He needs to win this gunfight, but he's got himself in a bit of a sticky situation. He does fall. Parasite, they're playing for his life, turns around, gets the two-piece. Parasite looking for the third, not going to be able to connect. Replays and JCap doing a good job on that halfway now for Team Down.
TK set up for the perfect pinch, actually. I think it was Sharp who got the kill, Nameless. JCap answers back onto Nameless, and it's kind of a absolute cluster in the hill at the moment. JCap in there with the SMG, and this hill is kind of where you expect players such as JCap who run the SMG, players such as Attach to shine, because although it's an AR dominated map, this is a really close quarters environment.
It's been a pretty scrappy game somewhat so far. You've seen lots of contesting and so many gunfights on the hard points. Neither assault rifle player really kind of locking it down. I mean, you've got Clay 11 and 10, you've got Nameless 12 and 10, so both, you know, playing decent. It's not like they're playing bad, it's just no one really locking down a part of the map. Parasite's going to pick up that scrap time, and it's going to be almost a tied game now going into the second to last.
Just to point out quickly, Ben, I don't actually agree with that play from Nameless. He spawned up on the next hill now. Instead of choosing to rotate back of the hill and hold it with an AR, he chose to flank maps, which, although he got a kill, he just got traded, and it gave Denial the control of the hill. As we're seeing here, Replays just milking the time.
Replays just needs a little bit of help from his teammates, and that help should be coming very soon. Replays is going to fall, though. 68 to 53. Goonjar's going to drop. Parasite at 14 and 9. He's going to push through bottom side, try and hit the flank, and this could actually work out in his favor if he's quick. There's one. Can he find the second place? Maybe lying down. Yes, he can. Third player, though, able to shut him down. That was Replays, and Replays just got a nice two-piece on that hardpoint.
Absolutely, and we don't often see Replays using it. I'm not sure if it's something he's kind of adopted on this map specifically, because we have seen players on this game just kind of change roles and change. We saw Nade sort of pull out an AR when he was on Optic Game.
Shane
you never saw that on. Yeah,
yeah,
Shane, exactly. Perhaps the most objective-orientated player within the European scene, and yet he's pulling out an AR.
18 to 53. Denal do have the lead here. 2 seconds left. Now we go over to the final hardpoint of the first rotation. And it is going to be TK who have that control early on. It's Nameless and Parasite on the hardpoint, but little do they know, Denal are sniffing them out. Nameless, though, nice play. Picks up one. Can he find Replays at the backside? Yes, he can. Nameless really kind of coming into life now with his bow.
Oh, that, as you said, Ben, that was a huge play. It was really smart of him. I wouldn't have acknowledged it myself to actually look at the map and think, look, that long catwalk's open. There are going to be two guys pushing out. And just to kind of touch on what's important on this, it's about pushing out glass. You know, you want to hold that glass control, because once you get a guy up on that catwalk, Goonjar was just looking at, he can just rain down shots and allow his SMGs to just flood into the hill.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to be doing. 87 to 72 though. TK coming back into it. Hardpoint's going to be contested. Goonjar looks to his left-hand side. He drops. Nameless now at 21 and 16. He is putting up some fantastic numbers. But the question is, can they manage to take the map? And 9 seconds left on this final hardpoint of the first rotation. And again, this game, Swanee, so close.
Absolutely, Ben. It's going to come down to who sort of maintains this performance out of Nameless and Clay. We touched on it before, and it's exactly what's happening. Both of those guys top fragging for their teams at the moment with 22 apiece.
That's ridiculous. Exactly the same stats, and you can see just how close this game is. 96 to 78 now. Going over to the middle hard point, the first of the second rotations. Parasite 23 and 16, 24 and 16. Haven't really given him much love. Let's take a look at his perspective. He's currently on a 2 streak, trying to pick up some kills. And is he in his mind right now? Is he just trying to slay around the outside of the hill?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just pick up the kills and wait for your teammates when you're in that situation. You look at the minimap, you see your teammates are on spawn. The most important thing is just staying alive and waiting for them, just buying time, basically.
He's done a good job of it. Now picking up some time of his own, moving around the first hardpoint very nicely, trying to adapt and get some cover, or as much cover as he possibly can. Goonjar with the pal. He's going to get outshot. Nameless on the hardpoint now. looking for one more. He's going to allow his teammate to challenge. May actually just trade that kill. Does so successfully. Nice play from him. 10 seconds left on the hardpoint there. And Swanee, again, this is such a close game right now.
It is. No one's really established full control of a hill throughout the entire series. I think what it's going to come down to here, again, it looks as though Denial have kind of beat them to the top spawns. Clay is in that power position, absolutely in the sky where they are. Perfect position for him, and he's just going to rain down shots on anyone on the hill. No, he's not. He's going to get 2-piece by Nameless, and that's huge.
Nameless with a big win, and that gives them that spawn. Attach is going to try and break onto the hardpoint. There's one. Replays finds a second, and Denial picking up the time. But again, at what, 10-point game right now with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Attach just dashing around the hardpoint, trying to find as many places as possibly can. You've got JCap over there. He's managed to pick up one on the hardpoint. Parasite's going to be pushing through midcoat. JCap trying to pre-fire that, but Denial getting a little bit of time and they're setting the dominance on this hardpoint.
It does look like Denial is starting to pull away at the moment, Ben. As we've seen Nameless again just absolutely demolish Kaplan. Clayster gets the team kill onto replays, but redeems himself with a kill onto Goonjar. It does look as though TK have the hill. On the contrary, though, if you look at the minimap, Denial, well, I thought they'd be looking to rotate. They're actually choosing to push through the hill, which
straight through. Just brute force. I mean, they managed to pick up the scrap time, but now they need to rotate towards that next hill. And there's one player who's huge, is Clayster. He's going to drop, so TK should be good to set up early on this hardpoint. Now the question is, how are Denial going to try and break it?
Yeah, it's a 3v1 situation on the lot side. This player in the lot needs to get a kill for, well, he does get 1, 2. JCap in the hill, it's 4v2, so TK should retain control, which they do. Parasite with a 2-piece, and Sharp cleans up the last guy.
So 135 to 120. TK doing pretty good for the first 20 seconds, managing to slay Denial out, and Denial just needs to be trying to pick up those kills, which they're just unable to do. As Goonjar again picking up kills left, right, and center. He finally falls as Nameless now going to push in from TK. That hardpoint still going to be contested. It's a 1-point game, Swanee, with just over 2 minutes to play.
No, as I said earlier, Ben, just to reinforce the importance of this hill, although they did get broken, TK managed, because they've got sort of 5-6 consecutive kills, the other team was spawning so far out, and they managed to milk, 20 points uncontested there.
Now Goonjar playing for that rotation, 8 seconds left, directly behind a player, picks up one. This is going to be huge for TK. They're picking up the scrap time. If Goon can go big here for the team, he may be able to get the early time, but he's going to be pushed from so many different angles. He does fall. Denial should get that early control. Replays is going to be over there. They do. And now Denial should be able to get themselves a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah, perfect rotation, courtesy of JCap picking up the 2-piece and Clayster on Parasite. JCap again, and Clayster just haymakers. Parasite top glass, picks up the 2-piece on Sharp, and they're just establishing full control of this hill at the moment.
But Denial spawning pretty far away. Replays is so big for the team here. He needs to play for his life. He's unable to do so. JCap coming from the flank, throws a stun grenade. He's going to die. Attached, last man on the hardpoint, picks up one. Can't find anyone else. And TK break the hill. Now down by just 10 points with 1:20 left. They should be good to come back. Nameless looking down that road with his bow. Currently at 38 and 27. Clayster at 30 and 31. Nameless has started to pull away in that AR battle. Parasite, though, he's going to peek up towards the hardpoint. There's one. Can he find the second? No, he can't. He falls, and Attach breaks the hill now for Denial.
I can't keep up, Ben, but JCap again, just to point out there, with another huge 2-piece to break that hill. I did think after TK got that 4 down, that they'd managed to sort of get 10, 20 more points off that hill, but in the classic fashion we've seen of this entire game, it's just pure contesting. It's just absolute chaos.
This is an absolutely phenomenal game here as we go into the final 50 seconds. It really is anybody's game. 173 to 164. TK man the comeback, and it's going to be this man, Goonjar, man of the series without a doubt on the hardpoint, clawing TK back in, and TK about to take the lead going into the final 30 seconds.
Have the perfect setup at the moment here, Ben. I'm not sure who. Attach wins a huge gunfight action on Nameless to open up that catwalk. Goonjar answers back, obviously got the call out from his team. It's a 2v2 in the hill. JCap and Clayster with huge kills, and they're still contesting.
JCap's going to jump straight on the hill. He picks up Parasite. He's pre-firing down. 19 seconds left. Denial just down by a few points. 15 seconds, and JCap's going to need some help. Looks up towards top catwalk, wins that gunfight. One more player charging from the front. TK going to get control in the final 9 seconds, and that will be the game. Sure it is. TK eliminate the Call of Duty World Champions here at X Games in emphatic fashion. Such a close game. But Swanee, that was just unbelievable hardpoint solo.
I mean, guys, we're going to need 2 oxygen masks and oxygen tanks up in the casting booth, because my God, that was insane. I couldn't breathe for the last minute of that trying to cast it. Nameless, 43 kills. He got the better of Clay on that map. Fair play to him. I mean, but the entire series, again, it's another hardpoint which came down to the last hill. And I think out of probably, 10 hardpoints I've seen at this event, sort of 8 of them have gone down to the last hill. It just shows how closely matched these teams are. Didn't expect that, actually. Again, it's gone the complete opposite way of what I predicted. The fact that TK actually managed to take that map versus Denial, who, looking at it on paper, I mean, you'd favor them to take the series, not alone the map.
Mind-blowing. Look at some of those stats. Something interesting which comes to my mind is Parasite and Goonjar both with 13 caps each. The amount of pressure that we saw, I mean, we talked about it in the second rotation of hills. Just so many gunfights on the hills. It just seems like everyone was trying to flood, and you can see that just by the numbers. I mean, Attach 16 caps, did everything he possibly could. But now, you know, several stories. The world champs out at X Games. They're not going to be walking away with a medal. And now Scumpy, the only player with the possibility of getting a back-to-back gold medal.
And I think that makes his job significantly easier, to be honest, knocking out, you know, arguably one of the biggest competitions at the event. They've still got to go through phase of course, folks, you know.
That's later on today.
Arguably, in my opinion, contenders for, you know, to win the finals, let alone make it.
Yeah.
I'd say they're the second best team, if not, well, not the best team, but the second best team in the game. They've proven that at UMG Cali. They took Optic to a second best of 5.
True.
The first time Optic have lost a series in God knows how long.
Well, that's going to be everything from myself and Swanee. For now, though, we're going to throw it to the analysis desk. Mr. X, Paradox, what have you got for us?
Wow. What a crazy series, Paradox. It's going to be Denial out of the tournament. TK able to take them out. So shocking. I mean, we didn't even think... I thought TK was 2 series and gone from the entire tournament.
I did too,
I think that's how a lot of people thought. We'll run you guys through the series. First one was a Detroit hardpoint, 238 to 221. TK had a ton of great pressure on the hill. Sharp coming up big in that one.
Yeah, and you heard Swanee and Ben talk about it. Sharp with some really key kills in the hill, and TK able to slay out and around the hill, and they really racked up a lot of time on that. I was really surprised.
Right, so I was shocked they win the first hardpoint. You kind of thought as a TK fan that if they split the first 2 hardpoints, you know, the S&D, TK, pretty talented S&D team, they would have a pretty good chance of winning this one. Comeback uplink also went in TK's favor, so they start up 2-0 in the lead. They win that one 8-5. What was the key to the game for you on that one?
You know, the key for me on that one was Goonjar and Sharp, you know, defending silver medalists. Once again, they stepped up in the hardpoint, they stepped up again. Perfect teamwork, and towards the end, we saw TK sort of Goonjar really specifically was able to hold back Denial. Denial was trying to come from green. Goonjar was like, no, I'm going to stop you right here. You're not contesting us. And they were able to rack up some more points.
Right, and then it goes to game 3. It was a Riot search and destroy. TK takes that one 6-3, but I felt like that map was a lot closer than what the score kind of reflects.
Yeah.
It came down to a lot of 2v2, 1v1 situations. What did you like that you saw out of TK? What didn't you like out of Denial?
You know, I like some of the pushes that TK had. It really worked for them. Denial, I really liked some of the plays they had. And, you know, Clayster really stepped up in that game. But Denial as a whole, not really able to get the win that I thought. But remember, TK is such a talented search and destroy team. A little thing here was that 1v1 between Parasite and Clayster. Parasite comes out on top with the PDW. It was pretty much an easy kill. Clayster was just
that's
right
where
there
like
on the
Parasite made his impact, I felt like, in the S&D. No, it was actually Sharp and Goonjar. Goonjar didn't have a good day by any stretch yesterday. Definitely showed up today in this series. Retreat CTF, this one goes to Denial. And you actually saw, like, they started to get hyped in the booth. It looked like the Denial we saw at Call of Duty Championships.
Yeah.
And then I note that last one, it was the Solar Hardpoint. This one, you know, after the CTF, I expected Denial to kind of take this game, force that game 6, probably a game 7. Yeah. But TK comes out, they win this one 192 to 180. What was the key for you in that one?
You know, the key for that one for me was we heard the casters talking about it. It was the battle between Nameless and Clayster. What do you think of Nameless so far? Because he went absolutely off in that last game.
This is probably the best AW I've seen Nameless play.
Exactly.
I think by far. I mean, I think Nameless is a very good player. I wasn't too high on him so far in AW. Hasn't really done too much. This is the best AW I've seen Nameless play thus far. And we actually have a BenQ best play. It's the final hold sequence here by TK. They're able to just get into this last hardpoint, hold it for the remainder of the time, and they come up big here, Paradox.
Yeah, I mean, TK going into this, it was really close. Like, this could have went either way. We've seen Goonjar getting some help from Parasite and everyone else, just trying to hold Denial back over and over again, and they were just able to do it, clutch up, and get the win.
Yeah, and you see this, you know, the stack off Parasite 36, 27, 13 caps. Goonjar 27 kills, 13 caps. A really odd game out of him, but it seems like Nameless kind of taking on more of that Slayer role than Goonjar at this event. You know, 41 and 31, just a fantastic game for him. JCap struggled a little bit. You know, he's really the difference maker for that Denial squad. I mean, you talk about Clayster, you talk about Attach. You know, Attach with a fantastic game. I mean, I think he was 34, 35, 16 caps. no, those guys are gonna show up. Like if JCat plays well, this Denial team can beat anybody. I think they can beat anybody pretty handily. You know, had a rough go in that last map. Nameless stepped up for TK. TK gonna move on. Our world champions are out here at the X Games. It's gonna be it from us. Our next series is gonna be Elevate versus Rise. Stay tuned.